Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Annalisa and this is Homemade Sunshine. So if you've watched any of my previous Kroger clearance haul grocery videos, then you'll have seen that I find a wide variety of items and products at my Kroger on clearance. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a little rundown of where and how to find these products in your local Kroger or Fred Meyer's or whatever your store is called. So it would have to be a store that's under the Kroger umbrella, which I know Kroger has Fred Meyer and then a few other stores, but if you just Google online, they'll come up with a whole list of all the different stores that are owned by Kroger. But I don't have any of those stores in my area. I just have Kroger's. But I started shopping at Kroger when I first moved to Virginia Beach in 2019. Yeah, 2019. And it has taken me, a while, and we've also moved to East Tennessee since then, to find all of the different places in the Kroger stores that they will put discount merchandise. And some of it will vary from store to store, but other stuff, it's the same in every store. So let's get started. So I have a little list here with my little notes, just in case I forget a section I can refer back. So first will be produce when you come in. So there's gonna be two different kind of places that you'll find produce. Now, produce that is sold like loosely, like potatoes, onions, like some things that are not sold in a bag. When those get reduced, they will go in a little section that's usually tiered. They will bag up all of those items in these red, what do you call it? A red mesh bag. Mesh is the word. A red mesh bag, and they'll sell them for $1. Or it'll be like banded together if it's bananas. Usually the bananas are not put in a bag, they just put a band around them that says they're $1. That is a super good deal. So usually you think like, oh, it's produce that's going bad, but it's not always. Sometimes it's just that it's undersized. So I've gotten onions that were undersized that way, that were just like, most of the onions are pretty big, like that size, and I've gotten just little bitty baby onions for that size. Also, if it's an item that's normally sold in a container, like cherry tomatoes are sold, in like a little plastic box. Well, one time I got those in a bag for $1 because their plastic container had broken, and so they can't sell them without the plastic container with the barcode on them because they don't sell those items loose. So they bagged it up, sold it for $1, which, total steal. So I've gotten potatoes that way. I've gotten apples that way. Apples are pretty easy because they're usually just like undersized. Even if they're mushy, that's great to use for baking. Of course, bananas you can use for banana bread or other, like banana pancakes, those sort of things. And then the other section is gonna be anything that's in behind a refrigerated wall. So you've got like ready-made pre-chopped vegetables. You've got guacamole if your store makes guacamole. Of course, it's probably still cheaper to make it yourself, but sometimes we're looking for convenience and not frugality. Bagged salads, that is a super good way to get a good deal. And those are really nice. So if you're either on vacation and you go to the grocery store to pick up some groceries, bagged salads, or you have like a visitor staying with you, or maybe you've got like a grandparent watching your kids and you want to leave them some easy stuff to fix, just to be, polite. That is super great. I love when my mom comes to visit having like the bagged salads and that sort of thing if they're on sale to eat. They will also do like mushrooms on sale. Rarely do I see carrots. I've heard of other people getting carrots. I usually don't find carrots. And then they'll have the juices. So you might think, oh, well, the juices in the produce department are so expensive. I've gotten some really great deals on the orange juice, which if you've seen my videos, I love the Annie's brand of orange juice and blood orange juice. And then I'll get the little Simply Truth mini juices. To me, that's a real big splurge and a treat. So I like to get those. I know that's probably not everybody's splurge treat, but those are the places that you're gonna find discounts there. The majority of the time that those items are just going to be half off. I rarely see them discounted more higher than half off unless they're in the dollar bags, all bound up together for $1. You can get peppers in those dollar bags. That's a really good deal. It's usually peppers, potatoes, apples, every once in a while onions, but for some reason a lot of apples. I guess because apples bruise pretty easily, so like I said, just cut that bruise right out and the apple's gonna be fine if you're gonna bake it. Maybe you're gonna do like a baked oatmeal with some apples. That's also very good. So next, I should mention, when it comes to getting like salad in a box or a bag, and I'm not talking about the like salads that are like the salad kits, I would not recommend arugula on sale very often unless you're gonna eat that fast. Spinach doesn't go bad as fast, but arugula will be like, if it's already going bad, it'll go bad super fast. So I don't really recommend that. Next would be the ready-made, like hot and ready section. So my store in Virginia had a lot larger selection, but it was a lot larger of a Kroger, of discount foods, which, you know, it's still probably cheaper to make those yourself, but it depends on your lifestyle. Like I was working at a hospital, and sometimes I would have, you know, 4 10-hour shifts in a row, and then I'd have a day off, and then I'd have a 12-hour shift or something really crazy, just depending on the time of the year. So sometimes I was shopping more for convenience because I didn't have a lot of time to cook things. And so that was really helpful. You can find quiches, ready-made sandwiches. We had a really good one that was like a grilled Caesar wrap, and it was a good size, and I think it was only like $2.50. That was really great for a road trip. You can find a lot of really good, like, different things there. Now, one thing I love to get even now is the ready-made pizzas, like that are different prices depending on the size. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll have seen that I like to get those pizzas quite frequently because it's so easy. It's very far for me to go to Kroger. It's 30 minutes-ish from where I live, which it's worth it because the grocery stores where I live are more expensive than Kroger, which people think Kroger is really expensive, but not if you know how to shop it well. So you can get rotisserie chickens half off. That is so good. So a lot of the stuff in ready-made is not really about to go bad. Some things like rotisserie chicken, like they made them yesterday and they're not supposed to sell them the next day because they're not fresh anymore, so they're not necessarily going to go bad. I used to get the popcorn chicken balls. My husband like loves those, and they were really cheap. You usually get like a box for 99 cents, and I'd put that in macaroni and cheese. Very good way, very kid friendly and husband friendly. It's a good little meal there. Yeah, like I said, great for work, the little bowl salads. Great for if you're, especially like I said, if you're on vacation and you're trying to save money, going to a Kroger and trying to get some ready-made items that are marked down is just perfect because you're going to save, even though it's more expensive than if you had bought all the salad ingredients. Do you really want to lug a whole ton of salad ingredients with you to the beach and stuff? No, you'd rather just take a cooler and put in a couple ready-made salads and some sandwiches and be done. So the next section is what I call fancy cheese. The section where they've got like the feta cheese and some things like that, and then they've got the already cut cheese. I think it's super fun if you've got the extra little, you know, bit in your grocery budget if you want to try some fancy cheese. It's good for parties. If you're wanting to do like a charcuterie board, to get that discount cheese, because it's usually fine as long as you know, give it the old eyeball test. But if you're doing a charcuterie board for a party, I would definitely check there first. They'll have good like cheese dip spreads. One of them had like some of them sell like charcuterie boards already made, which, I mean, they're still not like, OMG, this is such a dirt cheap price. They're usually also only marked at half off, like the ready-made items and the produce. I usually never see them marked off more than that, but great for parties, great if you and your husband like to try fancy cheeses, or if you just like to try fancy cheeses. We used to do that a lot when we lived in Virginia. I would just bring home a mystery cheese and be like, let's try this week. So it can just be like a fun little thing. You can make it, you know, just a fun little splurge there. You can sometimes in that same section get boar's head meat on sale. It's very rare. I have gotten ham steaks before. I've seen them have like little hams before on sale. Or like some spreads, like some hummus chocolate dip spreads. So it's rare, but you can find boar's head stuff on sale. But it's kind of just like you have to breeze past that section to see it. And now this section next is either sometimes closer to produce, sometimes closer to ready-made, just totally depends on where you're at, is like the hummus section, which is like hummus, dips, spreads, sometimes salsas, different things like that. Those can be a super duper great deal. I will say the Kroger salsas, which my Kroger has them in 3 places: produce, the section near Boar's Head, and then the section near cheese that has like a bunch of the like Mexican style cheeses. Those are so good. I highly recommend those if you can get them on sale. They last for longer than the Best By date, and they still taste really good. And they're great for like cooking in with stuff. Oh my gosh, I used to get those a lot in Virginia. They don't discount them as much here at my store. I guess they sell better down here, I don't know. But they are really, really good if you can get those. I would definitely recommend that. The hummuses are usually pretty great, and I just say check your dates, because sometimes they will mark stuff down and it's still got like a week and a half, 2 weeks out. And depending on how many people eat hummus in your household, you might be like, heck yeah, I can get that hummus eaten in a week. Or if you incorporate it to your lunches, your dinners, I'm sure you can knock that out super duper fast. Next is my favorite section, well, one of my favorite sections, breads/desserts. Now my store in Virginia did not nearly have as many breads and desserts as the store I shop at now. Now it's like tons. You can get cupcakes, cakes, bundt cakes, regular cakes, muffins, donuts, Panera, the fancy bread that Panera sells, they have there, bread fresh from their bakery, pastries, and crostadas. Like, if you can dream it, they've got it. So, or cookie cakes. If you have like an event that's like happening that day or something, I would recommend going there to see if you can find something on sale. So it is always half off. I've even seen pretzels. I shouldn't say that. I've even seen pretzels, which is just like so neat. Like they'll have like little little bags of it, and it's like 50 cents for like a little bag of mini pretzel bites. What a great thing to just pick up and eat for yourself as a snack. I can recommend the croissants. I think they're very good. The rustic flatbreads are usually not my favorite. Kroger doesn't make those. It's like another brand that does, but most of their stuff is really, really good. And it's just discounted. You can freeze a lot of it. Like you can freeze bundt cakes. You can just slice them up, wrap them up, put them in the freezer. They're gonna be fine. I've done it a million times. It will not kill you. It will still taste good. That section is just super random. Cookies, I mean, I definitely recommend looking at that. And then beside it will be the cold case, and you can sometimes find like individual slices of cheesecake on sale or little individual cakes that just need to be refrigerated. So don't forget to look to the side in that section. Okay, so next is seafood, which you're gonna think, ew, I don't wanna buy fish on discount, but hear me out. Sometimes, so they'll have like a little section that's like prepackaged fish products that are not like the freezer. I've gotten like some good like faux crab dips there, and usually those will be like 7 days out a lot of the times from being bad, so that's pretty good. I've never bought fish like that's about to go bad. I don't know why. I think that makes me the most nervous of anything on discount is discount fish. But I have gotten really great freezer products. And so, you know how they'll have the seafood counter across from mine is just, you know, the big tub where they'll put like all the frozen shrimps and stuff. So in that big aisle, there will sometimes be on the ends, either on like the very ends or in like, how do I say this? If it's like a rectangle like this, it'll either be on the ends on this side or it might be on the end cap facing this way or the other direction. I have gotten really good frozen fish there and frozen shrimp. And I've never gotten any of it that's even close to the date. Like I think I bought frozen shrimp at one point, which is all gone now, we've eaten it all, but that I think I bought like in January or February, and it was not gonna go bad until May. And I was like, of course we're gonna eat this before May. So as long as you're strategic and don't just like leave it to die in your fridge, it's usually pretty good. And then next is meat. Meat from like the butcher is a lot harder to get a good discount on now. I kind of just look at it as whatever discount I'm getting is better than nothing. So you really have to kind of know your prices and know what you're getting because meat. So let me show you an example of two of the stickers. Now these are not food products, but all the stickers usually look like one of two, either woohoo great deal or reduced. So sometimes if you see woohoo great deal underneath, it'll tell you how much the product was. Like this was $5.50, it was originally $10.99. But this reduced sticker does not tell you what the original price was. So like this one, for example, I got a much better deal on. It was only $2.50. It normally sells for $15 to $17, I believe. So, whereas this is, I know, half off. So in meat, they normally have more of this sticker. So you have to either look on the package itself, what it originally was priced at, or go to the little, look at the little stickers on the shelves to make sure you're getting a good deal. And like I said, if it's even remotely discounted and I know I need it, I would go ahead and pick it up and just freeze it. Next, after meat, is more meat, which is just like the hot dogs, bacon, sausage, basically any meat that's sold in behind a cold case, like has a door to pull it open. So usually those will be in the middle also. Sometimes they'll mark them down just on the shelf, but my store, mostly they don't. They'll put it in the cooler in the middle. I have gotten so much discount bacon that way. That section usually will have something. discount bacon, discount lunch meat. You do have to check your dates there. Usually the bacon is not even remotely close to going out of date, whereas the lunch meat is closer. So you just have to gauge that for yourself, whether or not you think you can get it eaten in and around that time. But yeah, I've seen mostly bacon and breakfast sausage, lunch meat, pickles that are like in the cold section. I've gotten those before. Those are really good. So just, that's a very good section to definitely check out and make sure that you go to. Oh, and I forgot to mention this in produce because I never buy anything over there, would be flowers. The florist section, usually it'll be like at the very back of the flowers or around the corner from them. They will have discount flowers. I still think they're too expensive and not something I want to add to my grocery budget, but if you already needed to buy flowers or you wanted to just be nice and get a little bit of a bouquet of something, you could do that too. But normally they're still pretty expensive usually, and I don't like to use my food budget for that. But next, I would say, is the freezer section. So usually the freezer stuff that's on discount is on the end caps. Not always, but usually they are. You have to be careful in the freezer section to check how much of a discount it is, because sometimes it's not good. Like one time there was a bag of hash browns and I checked and it was like barely $1 off, and I was like, that's not really worth it for me to purchase hash browns I wasn't already going to purchase. It would have been different if it was like some big treat, but I've gotten ice cream. I have gotten hash browns before. One time I got hash browns before. They were supposed to be like $6 and they were $1. So sometimes it's a good deal, but that doesn't mean every time it's going to be a good deal. But you can get frozen fish, frozen hamburgers, any vegetarian freezer products are usually over there. Weird ice creams, I would say. Normally it's not like regular ice creams. It's like something that's like off the wall that nobody's bought. Like, one time there was a bunch of vegan ice cream that nobody at my store was buying, or like spicy ice cream. I've seen that before, which I did try a mango Detergent popsicle and that was actually really good. So I can't totally knock it. Next would be the yogurt section. You have to eat that stuff quick. I would really pay attention to your dates on there. But if you just get like an individual yogurt and you're like, I'm gonna eat this tonight or tomorrow, then I would say that would totally be fine. Next, I would say is milk, which that section, I want to say milk and dairy. Sometimes you'll find things in cheese on sale, not very often. Most of the time I would say not. Sometimes you'll see things on sale in the vegetarian section, which is usually near like butter and that sort of a thing, depending on how your store is laid out. But my store usually doesn't have vegetarian stuff on sale. The one in Virginia did, and you could get like seitan and tofu and that sort of thing, but not at this location that I go to now. Sometimes you can get butter on sale. I have every once in a while gotten like some Pillsbury biscuits on sale, which is like super random, but sometimes you can find that. Eggs, those products are all usually just half off. I don't think I've ever found anything else, but in milk I've found like the milk section, I've gotten like orange juice on sale that's like dented or something and it's still perfectly good, or milk that's about to go out. Usually those are just half off, but those are some good sections to look through. I would just say butter and cheese and like sour cream, like those, and eggs. I don't usually find anything in, but that doesn't mean you can't check. So moral of the story is look around a lot because you don't know what you're gonna find. And then we've got, my last two sections are, I would say, the biggest sections to find discounts would be shelf stable, which could be literally anywhere in your store. You have to really look around if you don't know where that section is. The store I lived at, well, I might as well have lived at the store. The place I lived at before in Virginia, the store I went to, within the 2 years that I lived there, moved that section 3 or 4 times. Like, one time it was close to chips, one time it was close to the pharmacy. I forget where the other place it used to be, but they moved it around like constantly. Like, it was always moving to new sections, and it just depends on where they've got room to put things. So I would definitely look around a lot for that. So some of the examples of things you can get are cereal, chips, sauces. One time we got, oh my gosh, the best deal I think I've gotten since we've lived here was laundry detergent. So they had just discounted a whole section of, I guess, laundry detergent that they had too much of. And I mean, every laundry, I don't even know what laundry detergent y'all use, but it was probably on sale. Like, there was Tide Pods, there was the Extra, which is, you know, cheaper. There was like Tide Free and Clear. There was like baby laundry soap. dryer sheets, I mean, fabric softeners. Pretty much almost every brand was represented there. And I have probably enough detergent for the next 2 years. And that was only from buying like 2 big containers of the extra, which I actually really like that. I'd never used it before, but it was the cheapest. And I bought some Tide Pods, and they were really inexpensive also. Which brings me to another note. I guess I need to interject here. If you clip a Kroger coupon for an item that's already marked down, it will still take it off. I promise you. So when I go to, if you're not doing digital coupons on Kroger also, what are you doing? You gotta get the app, get the Kroger coupons. I clip my coupons basically for anything that I might remotely buy. Like if it's, unless it's something that I would like never in a million years buy, because you never know what's gonna be on sale. And sometimes you might just wanna look on the app and see if there's a coupon and make sure you didn't not clip it. Like, you know, like for the laundry detergent. Would I have thought that I was gonna buy Tide Pods at that time? No. But I should have looked and seen, is there a coupon? Because then I would have still gotten, you know, the extra $1 or 50 cents, whatever it is, off. And every nickel and dime does add up. I've gotten toilet paper in shelf stable. I've seen people get tissues. The time I got the toilet paper, another person grabbed tissues at the same time. But I've gotten tons of canned goods. Oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, the majority of the stuff in shelf stable is not close to the date at all. I mean, just check, but most of the time it's not even remotely close to it. Granola bars, oh my gosh. Basically anything that doesn't go in a fridge and the store doesn't make themselves could end up over there. So you just really never know. I've seen, they've had alcohol over there, which we don't drink alcohol, but I have seen like wine and things discounted. I've seen fancy sodas, like in glass bottles, on sale. Cause like if say, you know, one breaks out of the bunch, then they're gonna just mark the whole thing down and try to get some money back out of it, even though one's broken, and then you get a little bit of a discount as a consumer. That is my favorite section to get stuff out of, because that is really such a good way to save money for your family, your household. I've gotten cereal bars from my husband. I've gotten, let me think. Of course, now I'm like blanking on all of the things that we've gotten. Of seasonings, I've gotten real vanilla on sale over there. You can get sprinkles. I mean, it's a great way to keep a back stock, is to get stuff on that clearance that's not close to date and just have it in reserve. So that is probably my favorite section. And then my second favorite section is the Walgreens section. So Kroger partners with Walgreens for most of their stores to do their pharmacy stuff. And oh my, can you get some good deals in that section. So the pharmacy section is basically anything you buy in the pharmacy. Makeup, shampoo, conditioner, soap, lotions, vitamins, medications. That's where I feel like you can get the best of the best deals, because that stuff is harder for them to get rid of, and they sometimes will mark it further down. Like there was a cleanser that they marked down in the fall that they had like, I don't know, like 25 of them, like of the same cleanser, which was so many, and they had to mark some of them down a second time. So they were like $4 and then they went to $2. So you could get some really good deals, and that stuff is usually pretty fine if you don't open it just sitting in your closet. I have gotten soaps that my husband uses, deodorants. I've gotten tons of hair products. I've gotten makeup. I cannot tell you how many Burt's Bees products I've gotten. I have, which I don't know if this video is going to come out before the other video. I got a Burt's Bees eye cream for $3. It's normally $15. Like, I've gotten vitamins on discount multiple times. If you can dream it, they've probably had it on sale over there. So I would definitely, of all the sections that I would say that you can save the most money in, would be shelf stable and then the pharmacy section. Because some of those medications are really expensive, vitamins are really expensive, hair products, and a lot of that stuff is not going to necessarily go bad ever, if not really fast. And it's a great way to try out new products. I have gotten so many really interesting new, I cannot tell you, I don't think I've bought a full price like moisturizer or cleanser or anything for my hair or my skin since moving to Virginia in 2019. I usually have enough of a back stock to get me through to getting another item on discount. I will say the hardest to find are conditioners and overnight moisturizer. For some reason, those are the two hardest. I can always find moisturizer with SPF for the daytime, but I have a harder time finding overnight moisturizer. But it is just so easy to save money at Kroger. You just have to put in a little bit of extra effort, and you really have to look around and be vigilant and watch for the stickers. So my biggest tips are look around, really, like, if you can try to go to the grocery store by yourself, I don't know what phase of life you're in, what season of life you're in, try to go to the grocery store by yourself and really just take your time and walk around slowly to look at where things are and try to find where your sections are that these discount products are in. I would say keep an eye on the Kroger coupons, and if you're already gonna buy something discounted, such as like a lotion or a conditioner, make sure there's not a Kroger like app coupon that you could be missing. And 3, just watch out for those wonderful, wonderful stickers, because they are everywhere. You will find them in the craziest places. And I feel like even now I'll still randomly like run up on a coupon, or not on a coupon, on a sticker and be like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this on sale before. Which is why I like making my Kroger discount groceries videos, to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm finding, because I like to watch other people's. I like to watch Frugal Fit Mom here on YouTube and see what she's found, because then I've been like, oh, I should look out for that. Maybe my store will have that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you have ever shopped at a Kroger, or if you have any of these in your area and what you have found on sale. What is your best thing that you've ever gotten on clearance? I will say mine has been the laundry soap, because that's usually so expensive. My most fun has been anything from Walgreens, like the nail polishes and lipsticks. That's just girly fun. It's nice to get a discount on things that you're just buying for your own self and your own pampering. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Consider leaving me a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.